Hi, Scorpio. This is your March reading. I apologize. This is like the same old boring, you know, bedroom that I recorded in background that I recorded in last month. Next time I will do my Virgo rising due diligence and make sure there's some like chains or something hanging from the wall to like live it, spice it on up for you Scorpios. You deserve nothing less. Okay. This is great if you have sun, moon, rising, Venus, Scorpio, eighth house placements. I know that I have heard back from both clients and community members, community of YouTube, that sometimes they can have other placements, like they might have their sun in a different sign than Scorpio, but it's in the eighth house, and they feel these Scorpio readings. So I love my Scorpio community. Who else am I going to send like the really inappropriate dark humor memes to? My son is a Scorpio rising, my oldest, and we and just funny stuff back and forth to each other that I don't have to explain. I don't, it's a very simple exchange. Scorpio humor is chef's kiss. Okay. Let's see what you got going on for the month of March. Of course, you have the Pisces new moon in a couple of days on March 10th in 5 days. Well, it's probably going to be 4 by the time you're watching this, depending on when you're watching this. And so if you have any placements around 16 to like 24, 25 degrees, that's going to really affect you. I would say more like 17 to 25, 26 degrees. That's really going to affect you. It's having the I love you more conversation with your Scorpio placements. Uranus and Jupiter are both in Taurus, opposing some of your placements, and they're going to come together for a hand-holding session on April 8th during that insane eclipse. By the way, I keep forgetting to say it. I didn't say it during Cancer, but I am running specials during the month of March. You can hit up my website. It's in the description box. Because listen, the energy is a little wild. I didn't plan it that way, and I'm not a fear monger. So like I just dropped the prices a little bit to hopefully I want to encourage anybody or everyone to get as informed as possible. All right, let's Cancer's reading was crazy. So let's see what they have for you, because the hand holding between Jupiter and Uranus, Mars and Scorpio. The hand holding between Jupiter and Uranus that'll be opposing that hand holding is going to turn into a really tight hug all through the month of April. And there's going to be a little hug between Saturn and Pisces, Saturn and Mars and Pisces, and that's also going to be trining your placements. So around the beginning of April, you guys will have some explosive energy that is, but listen, the Jupiter Uranus could also be like incredible financial luck, like unexpected financial gain. It's just good to look at it in your chart. The Mars and Saturn thing, that more likely to be a little crunchy. Anyway, we have 7 of Cups, Mars and Scorpio. Lots of choices, lots of places to Mars and Scorpio. Mars and Scorpio is very sexy. Scorpio rules the reproductive parts. That is what it is. So when we have Mars and Scorpio, Venus is how you get them to the stadium. Mars is how you're going to play the bases. That's how you're going to slide into home. So when we have Mars and Scorpio here in these, this is a little less, this is a gentler Mars and Scorpio. So you might have 3 choices that are These are people that just love you, right? Like it's just love. It feels good. And the other ones, there's some polarity differences. It might be a little bit more tempting. It might be a little bit more like Scorpio to stick your finger in that fire and see how it feels, make you feel alive. Um, um, yeah, you know, these are going to be the low hanging fruit. These choices are going to be maybe a little easier. These are going to make you tap into your emotions more. Do see you leaving a situation that's rough for a smoother water. That I'm going to tell you right now, that's these. Leaving smoother water for choppy water for smoother water is always a good idea, but sometimes it's a little bit of the harder choice. So I don't think you're going to go for the low hanging fruit, but that'll be your own free will. It seems like the travel here with this Six of Swords, it looks like you've got guardians, crossed over loved ones, somebody kind of guiding this. You might feel like you're sleepwalking through your choices right now. And if it feels like everything is too much, Scorpio, what you're leaving is something that's not working, that you put a lot of effort into. This could be job, this could be person. But this, I have to tell you, this is a beautiful Six of Swords cup. And this is a much less scary Mars and Scorpio. We don't see a snake coming out of one. It just like, this is an easier choice. This is a little harder. This is going to make you invest your emotions a little bit more. There's peace here. This looks like a lovely journey here where you are guided and safe and protected. You're either leaving a situation that wasn't working, whether that's walking out of a family situation, walking out of a relationship, or walking out of a work situation or a home situation, something, maybe you're walking out of a business deal with somebody, but this also could be leaving choppy waters for smoother waters, which is that six. This could be something that just feels like a whole lot less work. If this is a relationship, when I get, and if you're new here, I'm Susie. Sorry, I was so sarcastic in the beginning, but you're Scorpios, you can handle it. Kind of like it. And I am a trauma-informed astrologer and physical practitioner. And please welcome, and I hope you hang out because there's more shenanigans and readings and all kinds of stuff. But if you're not new, you know that if I'm reading for a relationship and the Eight of Pentacles comes out in reverse, it means you could be heading towards something that's like actually easier. That's not, doesn't feel like so much, which is, so like it's work to not pick the low hanging fruit. And it's a little bit of work to tap into your emotions, right? Like, I made a shirt for Scorpio that's it's an iceberg and it just says just the tip, and then underwater, like blended into the water, is the Scorpio sign, because a lot of times you're just getting the tip of what they hide under. This is going to take like a little emotional, you get so rewarded. This could be a reward too, quite frankly. Let's see what else is coming. I love this for you. You know, you just went through the eclipse season with, oh my goodness, it was the south node running through your sign for a year and a half. You had your last eclipse this fall. It is time for you. It is time, is what I keep getting for a lot of Scorpio reading. Let's clarify the six of, let's first clarify that Seven of Cups. Knight of Cups. You're either going to receive a message, somebody's going to like drop in, it might be through an email, it might be through a text. They're not going to ask for a ton of like, it may be one of those like, if you can't answer, you can't answer. That probably means they know you well, Scorpio. Scorpios are badasses that often can have like a little social anxiety, even though they're bad. This comes without, the Nine of Cups is just coming in to like that house is moving, right? So they're not trying to stay. They're not trying to beg you for anything. They're just being like, hey, by the way, I love you, bye. You know? By the way, I still think about you, bye. Or that's you doing that. Yeah. I wanted to clarify the Six of Swords. What's the choppiness you're leaving? 10 of Wands, something you took on willingly, was passionate. And why wouldn't you take on something you felt passionate about? I don't think you're going to take on something you didn't feel passionate about. The Ace of Wands that went right through the sacral chakra, which is Scorpio's love language. It made you feel, and I mean that by the mean, like, not just like you don't have emotions, you have lots, iceberg, just, but anything that's going to make you feel alive on this earth, you're going to respond to. So that Ace of Wands, that Kundalini awakening, somebody came in and made you feel like you were plugged in and you needed it, right? And then you made the decision to go with them, and maybe instead of something else, and then to stay with them, you had to give up more things, right? And I mean, it felt like everything. 4 of Wands, then 5 of Wands, you might have started having inner conflict. 6 of Wands, everything's better again, right? 7 of Wands, now you're advocating for them, which means maybe people were like, was that the best choice? All right. And then we get to that 8 of Wands, that could be arguing, that could be communication with somebody else, whatever it is. The 9 of Wands, you're broken, beaten up, but still defending it. At the 10 of Wands point, this is not your burden to carry anymore. And again, we have like another guide here saying it's time. For a minute, I thought that was the North Star. When we get to the 10 of Wands, we have to remember that we willingly picked up those other wands. Willingly. No one willingly picks up a 3 of Swords. No one willingly picks up a 5 of Swords. You willingly picked up all of those wands. And now the thing is, though, you advocated for somebody else. Did they advocate for you? You defended somebody else. Did they defend you? Like, you sacrificed and made choices for them. Did they do the same? At some point, they were supposed to take up for their own self, and they didn't, right? And you're not responsible for somebody else's happiness. You're supposed to add to it. Sure, be protective of the people that you love, but not to the point where you lose yourself in it. And my God, if Scorpio loves you, they're going to love you all the way. You're getting their soul until you both die. So it's hard for them to walk away. She will not. Asked what you were going towards. You're leaving the 10 of Wands. You're going towards a Queen of Pentacles. If you burn it all down, she'll build it with you if you have nothing. And then if it all gets burnt down, she'll build it again with you. Again, if you have been with me for a while, then you already know. If you're new, that Queen of Pentacles knows they are the abundance. If the Queen of Pentacles wants you, she wants you. She does not need you, right? She'll need you for other things, but she already knows how to make herself happy. And again, this is genderless. Queen of Pentacles can be anyone. This is so interesting. I want to see what the 8 of Pentacles is about. All good, Scorpio. It's so funny. Your last couple of readings, like literally, I want to say the last 3 readings have been like, take the love, dummy. Like, universe keeps trying to give you this Ace of Cups, keeps showing up. And then all the other cards are like, please go watch last Sunday, 2 weeks before that, and the Scorpio reading for February. This thing that's like less work. We have the Judgment card. Now, I just explained the judgment card in one of my extended readings. So you don't have access to that unless you're a member. But so I'm going to just go over it again. Sorry if you're a member and you're watching that part twice. When we have the judgment card, it's you taking the older version of you and having this whole new, reinvigorated, brand new version of yourself from the lessons that you learned, being grateful for the younger version of you that took the hits, right? Even sometimes your old soul, past lives, whatever, everything that contributes to having the awakening, understanding who you are better, and letting the other versions, younger versions of you in this lifetime or other lifetimes as well, whatever you subscribe to, I'm good with it. You like it, I love it. Inform this today's version of you to build a more aligned future, to build a future that honors you, that is happier for you, that satiates your soul, that feels like less work. And the other card that came out, holy fuck balls, Scorpio. If you know, you know. I wish that I had like a classroom net right now and I say, class, what does this mean? And they would all yell, it is time. When I get the hanged one in reverse, which this would be upright. When this is in reverse, it means you felt blocked. Whether you felt like universe was blocking you, you were in your own way, other people were blocking you, the releases. I feel 10 pounds lighter as I'm pulling this card and talking about it. The release of the blocks, the release of the stall on your life, the release of feeling like you weren't even living your own life, you were living other people's lives, or just like existing in your own life, which is awful, especially for Scorpio. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Excited. It's a great reading. I need it to pop. I need it to like fly out, or I need it when it falls back in, that it falls over my hand so that it's not. That's my deal with my guides. It's your guides. That's my guides. I know. Swords. You may have some Gemini placements, Scorpio or 8th house placements. You may have some 3rd house placements. But I'm going to show you the other side of this card. It's really beautiful. I have to put it up by my face. I'm not trying to put my face in the camera. It's just that you can see that if I just hold this up, we all disappear. It's worth it for that background. So this is like hearing the lower vibration, the lower octave version of you say, you can't have that. You can't do that. And not letting them win. This is literally like hearing both sides, like it's not the angel and the devil on each shoulder. It's the voice inside that tries to tell you you can't. But you're all up in this now. And you are being protected in this journey, guided in this journey. And there's something or someone, and that could be the next version of you, right? Because the judgment card is here. That's abundant and understands you are the motherfucking moment. You are the abundance. This reading is wild. I'm like excited for you in a good way. We're no longer listening to that voice. So there is going to be a time maybe along this journey where you're going to hear that voice. I want you to tell it to take a big shot to shut the fuck up, honestly, Scorpio. All right, what else? Let's clarify this. Let's clarify first the Knight of Cups. Okay, I can't take this reading. It's 4 of Wands. Scorpio's probably like, stop listening. They're like, that is not my life. Crazy lady. Stop saying this stuff because this doesn't happen. That's the point. That's this voice. 4 of Wands. That is celebration. That is the excitement. That is the matching of fire energies, meaning the fire inside you, not meaning this has to be another fire energy. I was thinking, do I want to clarify the Queen of Pentacles? And I was thinking, do I want to clarify the Knight of Cups? So, the Knight of Cups, this could be a couple, to be honest. One of you may be a little younger, or one of you may feel like one person is just like a little further along in journey. But I hate to tell you this, Scorpio, this is union. Now, this is very much Virgo got, so you're dealing with somebody who got a little Virgo in them, or would they like to? I love Scorpio because I can say those things. You're not mad. Okay, listen. Virgo's extended members only reading. If you're a member, like even at like the first level, you get all 12 extendeds. So I just did the members only extended readings. And in Virgo's reading, they also got the 4 of Wands, and it was all naturey like this. And it was just like, we're getting married on a mountain, you know, with pizza and butt touching. We're leaving the gov out of it. And so that is what this, when the 4 of Wands is like this and it's less formal, we don't see like the awning with the people and the cake. Some of them have a cake. This is very much like a commitment ceremony, maybe not like legal papers. So you might not ever want to get married again, like married, like government married. But this is somebody you're going to commit, possibly commit and celebrate committing to, not being stuck with. That is what I just heard. Okay, I'm done. The King of Swords. That's a couple. So again, this could still be the message that's just like, hey, I just think about you. Oh, I still love you. How are you doing? You're great. That's right. Oh, God. I mean, we got this card with that card. That's a whole thing. That's the whole thing. You know what the best part about King of Swords coming out in a Scorpio reading? That is you getting to be exactly who the fuck you want to be with no apologies. You're honest. You are standing in the power of who you are. You say what you need to say. It's not misconstrued. It's not. And again, this is genderless. This could be you. That could just be you. The judgment could be this 2 of Swords. If this isn't a romantic reading, then I apologize. Bye. Should we get one more? The Strength card. It's time. Where'd it go? It's time. Scorpio. I'll slap you on the ass and call you Sally. This was a good reading, and it's about damn time. It's about damn time. I cannot wait to do the extended. Again, the extended is for members. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, this is just like a kick-ass community. The live chats are lit and fun and funny. Lots of Scorpios in the community. Yeah, I'm doing the sale and read. All the stuff is in the description box. You know where to find everything. I hate being over solicitous. I just really want to give you a reading, and that was a damn good one. I love you, know you love you, Scorpio. Bye.